Okay, so I will do a walk around on the outside of my car, focusing on the body. I'll start with the driver's side. The body is extremely straight. I try to get some low angles so you can see the reflections move. You can really see how straight it is. And then after I get through going down the side of the car, I do want to point out a couple of the flaws, because it does have a couple little paint nicks and scratches here or there. Here we are at a low angle, trying to get the reflection. It's a Nissan Figaro that's being reflected in the corner there. Okay, now for a couple of the flaws. Hopefully they show up. Probably the biggest flaw is right here. There's a scratch that has been touched up, and try to see if it shows better there. It shows better in the shadow. You can see there. There's another little scratch right there you can see. The rest of the side is really clean. The pinstriping, which was applied by paint, you'll see there's a couple places it's worn off. Now, if it was me, I would take the pinstriping off. Really easy to do. I've actually taken a little bit off. Now we'll move over to the front of the car. Obviously, the car has been mostly re-chromed, at least the big pieces. Just perfect chrome here. Front bumper. Chrome is essentially flawless. Very deep. It's not pitting, let's see. Just very light marks. They're never going to show in here, but if you look really close, you can see little light marks in the bumperettes. Grill is very good. There is some light, the front of the grill here is good, but there is some light pitting on the inside of the grill in there. The outside is completely flawless here, though. That's just about show quality. Well, right there maybe just a little. It's not going to show, but in person you can see just a little bit of where it might be starting to wear thin. The Hudson badge, there is spider cracking in the plastic, you can see. The chrome on the outside is good. The hood ornament, very good shape. Nearly perfect, absolutely perfect chrome here. Nearly perfect here, but underneath, right in there, you can see some light pitting. Now to do the hood, again, we'll try to get some reflections so you can see how straight the hood is. No chips in the front, which is nice. You can see the clouds reflected. No waving at all as we move across on the clouds. Same thing with the leaf of the palm tree. You can see that's good reflection to be able to see how straight everything is. Got something, oh, never mind, it's bee poop. Can't seem to leave a car outside for 10 minutes here without that happening. Now we will go down the passenger side. Do the same thing, try to get a good reflection off the side here. And run down the side. Very straight. No waving at all in the reflection, as you can see. I guess you can tell I'm enamored with straight bodies on cars. That's always a stickling point when I go to look at a car. Pinstriping, same. You can see where it's worn in a few places. Let's see, now I'm trying to remember. I don't think there are any scratches on this side of the car. Go back up, look one more time. There were those scratches on the driver's side door, but the passenger side's really clean. Go over to the trunk. Very straight. Gap fit on the trunk is not perfect. You can see it's a little tighter in there. Stainless going around the rear window is good, and all the glass is excellent. No delamination or any problems with the glass. It's going to be harder to see reflections on the white top. Also very good though. Try to get those reflections off the palm tree. Here's the Continental kit. Now, there are two very specific paint flaws, which almost can't be helped. When the Continental kit flips back, it rubs against the rear bumperette. So you can see right here, and then a similar mark on the other side. Go to the rear bumper. Very good condition. Actually, the front bumper is slightly better. I don't think these are ever going to show in this video, but there's some light scratching. There's really no way to show them. It's too light to show in the picture, but it's some light scratches going like that there. No pitting though. Original black plate car. It says Grove Rambler sales. I don't know. That may be original. License plate frame. One thing on the body I do want to point out, and that is that in the right light, and this is the kind of light it shows up best, there is a slight paint mismatch between this fender and the rest of the car. So the hood, the door, everything else is very slightly darker than this fender. The fender itself is extremely straight, but at some point this fender must have been repainted for some reason. There's, to me, to my eye, that's about as strong as the difference you can get right there. I'll go through some of the smaller chrome pieces now, starting with the mirror here. This obviously was not redone when the bumpers and everything else were redone, because you do see some light pitting in the back here. It doesn't have as much shine. Part of that's actually just a little bit of dirt. The stainless trim is very good on the car though. It's polished up nicely. The windshield washer wipers, excuse me, are good, but not as well polished. Front windshield, great shape, no cracks, spidering, delamination. Good polished stainless on top. The mirror, I see the mirror. Let me go over to the antenna. It's not quite. It will wiggle a little bit, so not in there as well. I guess it's easy enough to get in there and tighten it up from underneath. Chrome stainless down the sides, good. Door handles themselves, good shape. Okay, we'll do some driving video now. Going about 40 right now. I'll slow down for the curb. Slow down to about 30. I'll show, you can see it's fairly easy to turn with one hand, even though it is manual steering. Need some force if you're at a dead stop. As long as you're moving at all, one hand, as I hold the other hand with the camera, it's pretty darn easy. And do the same thing here. about 35 around this S-turn. And I might hit some traffic, so I think I'll slow down and stop up here. After this turn, I'll do some hard acceleration. That was up to about 65. Now cruising at about 50. Say we're cruising about 45, 50 right now. Slow down probably to about 35 here. There's the engine running. One thing car's going by, making noise. Here's one thing I do want to point out though. The only mechanical thing that really needs addressing is there is a small exhaust manifold leak, and it's on the passenger side. You can maybe hear a little tick here. You hear it more when you go under hard acceleration. Engine is cammed slightly. Do a little bit of a walk around on the interior. Now, the quality of the interior work is, pretty good. Not show quality, but very nice driver quality, with one exception. Well, the quality is good, but the choice of the person who restored this with this gray striped is not the best choice, in my opinion. I did source the original Hudson Rambler fabric that goes in this spot from a place up north. I will try to show a sample of that. I obtained a sample, and I was going to redo it. Radio does not work. The knobs actually are connected though. One thing that's not so good, you will see the horn is not connected, so it's loose like that. Here's the back seat area. The window is disconnected right here, the handle. I do have the handle, and I've shown a picture in the still gallery. Actually, I don't think I've ever opened this. Headliner's in great shape. No sagging, material's good. Visors are good. Operation of them is good. Still retains one of the nice features these are known for, and that's the reclining seat. See if I can do this with one hand while I hold the camera with the other. Pops down. Pops up just as easy. Window operation is good. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. But on the downside, it does need window felts on the insides of the door. Same is true for the passenger side. Window operation is good. But again, oops, to close the door on myself, does need window felts. I don't think I've ever actually opened the wings. Let's see how they are. Oh, operation's good. Better look of the where it needs the felts on the inside, and then again, good rubber on the outside of the doors. The emergency brake is down here, however, it is not connected. Although the felts inside the windows do need to be replaced, on the outside, looks like original here in very good condition, and the outside rubbers are actually soft and pliable, so these must have been done. The windshield wipers work. Headlights work. And the dash does light up. You know, the carpeting is serviceable. I'll try to lift here, show underneath the carpet. One thing, no rust. The car is very, very solid. With a low car shifter here. The carpet is torn right there, though. Here's the electric fan. I turn on with a knob right here. Don't need the engine on. So you can hear it running. And it sits in front there. The brights also work. Okay, I'm going to do a cold start of the car now, and this is a real cold start. I haven't started the car for a couple days. You can see it's cold there. So give the gas a couple pumps. Turn it on here. Push button. Starts right up. You can hear it has a choke on it, so we'll let it run with the choke for a second. You see it's with the choke on, it's tacking at about 2,000. So I'll give it a little quick tap of the gas. You can hear a little bit of loping on the engine. Okay, I'm going to take it down now to my alignment shop and shoot some chassis photos underneath. Okay, I've arrived at the shop that's I'm going to have it put up on the lift. So I thought it's a good time to do a hot start. Let's see, we run in, You can see just about 200 degrees. So here we go. Again, turn it on. And starts right up. You can see the temperature comes down. I've got my foot on the gas, so it's tacking 2,000, let the foot off the gas, idle hot. Okay, so I'll go underneath the car now with a little bit of video. I have a full gallery of still shots, but figured some people might want to still see a video underneath. I do want to focus in on one spot because there is one little spot of rust and I have no idea why it's there. Must have been some water collected.
Oh yeah.
Renee, do you have any thoughts on that? Because there's absolutely not a touch of rust anywhere except this one piece right there.
Yeah, it must have got water trapped in there, and this is like a plug I think you can remove.
You know, it's not complete and non-structural, obviously, but...
Right. I know, look at this side. It's got no hint of rust anywhere.
Yeah, nowhere underneath is there any rust but that one spot. Oh well. Not the end of the world.
No, that's probably as minimal as the car will ever be. Even on my 59 Rambler, I got little spots under the paint now, little bubbles, and I know what's under there, and I'm like, man, this was a California car. How does that happen?
I should mention that Renee here does the alignment work, in addition to doing all the work for all the hot rod shops around here. Happens to be a AMC and Rambler guy, so I got doubly lucky there. He's done a lot of work on my AMC Pacer. Okay, we'll just shift over to the front to the engine underneath. Going about 40 right now. And I think this is a cul-de-sac. I'll try to turn with one hand. Even though it's manual steering, it's actually pretty easy to turn.